Hello and welcome back to Anahata, fourth chakra, located energetically in the spiritual heart center in the center of the chest. Anahata now is the air chakra, and after our balancing at the core, this physically is not just the chest, but the upper back and the arms and the hands, and is the organs of respiration and breathing. It's the whole aerobic center through the heart and the actions of distributing the white and the blood cells throughout the body with oxygen. So it's the balancing center. By being fourth chakra, it's the center of the three below and the three above. Its symbol is a triangle pointing down and another triangle pointing up together to make a star, pointing to the idea of balancing upper and lower. And the lower ones, chakras being our centers of security and emotions and self, are all shared with the most other life forms and animals. And above, we get into our intuition and our knowledge and inspiration and imagination, kind of uniquely human qualities. But the beautiful aspect of the heart is it brings both these things together and opens us into feelings of love and compassion. And that's what we can find too, and as well as working our upper body, is finding our unconditional love as we work heart chakra. So breath is extremely important as the carrier between the higher and the lower selves. For Anahata, we're going to start seated in a comfortable position with hands on your knees. And inhale deeply, opening up the chest, drawing it forward and the shoulders back. And then exhale, round your back, shoulders forwards, dropping the hips. Inhale, chest forward, hips lift in the back, pelvis lifts. Exhale and round your back. So really exaggerate the spine in this movement, working with your breath to inhale forward, exhale and really round back. Sort of like a beating heart. The inhale is expanding and opening. The exhale is rounding and closing off. Feel it strong and deeply throughout every different vertebra. Start really low at the base of the spine and travel it all the way up through each vertebra into the top of the cervical curve, working with deep, full breaths. It's like a seated cat-cow. The inhales are creating a big arc, and the exhales are a big rounding exaggeration of the spine. Exhale. Inhale to neutral. If you're seated on a blanket or pillow, you can move it out of the way. You can also use it for your knees as we come onto hands and knees. Now for a more traditional cat-cow, knees are directly under the hips, wrists are directly under your shoulders, belly draws to the spine. Inhale into cow pose, lifting the pelvis in the back. Exhale and dropping it as you round the back. So it's that same movement of exaggerating the curves in the spine. The inhales are cow as the belly and chest are forward. The exhale, they pull back as you round. Now we can do some with the right fingers pointed 90 degrees in towards your left hand. And just keep going. But we're adding some wrist work, which is nice for relieving the work we do on our cell phones and things. So you just feel still the wrist is 90 degrees under your shoulder. Then you can turn it all the way around till the fingertips are pointed towards your knees with the thumb away from you. And again, continue with your cat-cow. If it's too intense, you don't have to be a 180. You can make it work for your wrists. Press down evenly through the base of each finger and then come back to center. And we'll do the left hand. First it's 90 degrees, fingers towards the right. Keep cat-cowing. With the breath, heart chakra is very associated with breath and air. It's good to blend breath and movement. Bring the hand back to center and then all the way the opposite way, the thumb pointing out, the fingers pointing towards your knees. Wrist under shoulder as you continue to cat-cow. Stretch through the full arm. Guard your elbows so they're straight but not locked. Let's come back to center. And then stretch your arms out long for puppy dog or melting heart. As the arms stretch out, your hips are not going to reach the heels. This is not child's pose. It feels like you're melting your chest down towards the floor. Your forehead might reach, or if it doesn't, you can put a block under it. It's a big tricep stretch in the outer lats around the shoulders. Press into the hands. Maybe even feel like you're pulling your mat with your hands to you. And let's come through hands and knees into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Look forward, bend the knees, and then round the back here. Here we are doing basically a cat-cow again. Bend elbows and knees, look forward, arcing the back. Exhale, rounding it, tippy toes. Inhale, bend. Exhale, and round. So that knees, chest, and thighs come towards each other, and then separate them up on your tiptoes. Inhale. Exhale. Takes a lot of strength. We're still doing the same exaggerations of the curves of the spine. Let's come to downward facing dog and then lower into plank pose and all the way down to the ground. Wrists under elbows. Press down through all 10 toenails, lifting your kneecaps, buttocks pressing down towards your heels, navel drawing to your spine, heart open for a little baby cobra, broadening through the collarbones. Protect your neck. You don't have to bring it all the way up. Breathe long and deep here. Exhale, come back down. Inhale. Reach up, stretching through the back of your legs. The arms are at your sides for Shalabhasana. Press shoulder blades into the chest as you draw the navel towards your spine and lift through your inner thighs, widening through your buttocks bones. So that flesh is pressing down, but you're widening. And then you exhale and lower all the way down. Inhale to reach up again. Activate the legs. The feet, the toes are pointing straight back. The heels are in line with second toes. Work the navel strongly. Lift through the belly. Exhale. Place one hand over the other. Make a little pillow with your hands. Rest your cheek on your pillow. You can feel your big toes come together and the heels apart to release the hips a little more. Then you can press all the way up. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Hips high. Breathe here. Inhale, lift the right foot all the way up. Exhale, step it through to your right hand and bring your left heel down, lining up, heel to arch. For Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Right knee is directly over your heels. Lift your palms and exhale, drop the fingers down. So nice straight arms here. Again, they're not hyperextending elbows. We're going to lift and lower the wrists as if you're pressing away at an imaginary wall. Then keep your hands flat as they come down. We do need to keep an awareness of the legs. I have a new arm movement, which is like curling your fingers as if you're holding doorknobs, and will rotate from the shoulders forward and back. You're also flexed at the wrists. Curl each finger, rotate forward and back. Now try to keep your arms straight. Just make little soft fists that you'll circle the wrists only. One direction, then the other direction, just the wrists. Soft little fists, straighten the arms. Then left leg back, right palm towards you. Reverse your warrior and bring your heart to the sky. Drop the shoulders back. Breathe, open, widen. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, straighten both legs, hands to the heart. Take a breath. And you can switch your feet so the left foot is facing 90 degrees, your right foot's in slightly. Bend left knee over heel. Extend the arms. Draw the belly in. Inhale, fingers up and down. So with the breath, every inhale lifts, exhale lowers. Reach long, press hard. Make the little curled fingers now. Flex the wrists and rotate forward and back from the shoulders as if you were turning doorknobs. Make some wrist circles, little light fists, one direction, the other direction. Extend the arms, right hand back, left palm towards you. Broaden through the chest, broaden through the shoulder blades in your reverse warrior. Keep the hips level. Breathe, extend. Exhale, come all the way up. We can take a nice breath here, and then step to the front of your mat, Samasthiti hands at the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Uttanasana, inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Exhale, fold in, step back to plank. Draw the navel in, broaden the chest, and exhale, lower your knees, come all the way down to the ground. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog if you want, and all the way up. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Breathe deep here. Feel the length in the spine. Press down through the base of your thumb and first finger. Inhale, lift your left foot, step it through. Press your right heel back. You can bend the knee. As you come up, you really want to drop the pelvis way down and back. You can use your hands to feel that the buttocks is pressing down and the as-is bones, the hip points in front, are really reaching up. Navel lifts up. Pubis reaches up towards the rib cage. And find the ribs over your hips as you externally rotate your arms, wrap your shoulder blades around. Exhale, come all the way down, step through a vinyasa. Remember, you can always skip vinyasas and go straight into down dog or skip entirely in rest and child if that better suits your energy and your breathing patterns. Inhale, lift right leg, step it through. Knee over heel. Press through the back leg. You can bend it as you originally come up and really work on getting the hip situation, which takes a lot of pressing down. Once you have the hips all the way pressed down and back, lifted in the front, then we might start to straighten the back knee. Draw navel to the chest so you're broadening through all four sides of your torso evenly, lifting through side ribs, rotating the triceps up and your biceps in towards your ears. Away from your ears. Breathe deep, maybe drawing the hands together, and then exhale, fold all the way forward, stepping through the vinyasa, if that's going to be connected with your breathing. The inhales reach, exhales down. Remember that breath is the essence of the heart chakra. So work with your breath and honor it in the choices you make for how you transition between poses, how you work with your breath in a pose. Take a second vinyasa if you want, or come all the way down flat, arms at your sides. Preparing for half frog pose. Bend your right knee and reach back with your hands to grab your heel, drawing it towards your hips. If you can reach your heel towards your buttocks, you can bring it to the side and bend your elbow, bringing your hand flat against the top of the foot. Then we can do the other leg. If you just are not quite getting your heel towards your buttocks, just bring it as close as you can. If it touches, then it might go a little to the side as you bring the elbow up and flatten the hand against the top of the foot. Pressing here to open up through the hip flexors in the front part of the legs and the quadriceps. Exhale, release both feet. And inhale, back up. We're going to come all the way up. Find yourself a wall. For comfort, it's nice to put a little blanket right up against the wall. Also, blocks are not necessary, but they're helpful tools. We're doing King Arthur at the wall. Come onto hands and knees and bring your right knee forward. As your left knee, lift the shin and bring your knee all the way up against the wall so your whole shin, your whole calf is pressed up straight behind you. It's parallel to your thigh. This is a lot of work for the quads and the hip flexors here. You want to do that same action of pressing The buttocks flush down and really work that down and back, lifting your as-is points, lifting the four sides, the side ribs, the back, the belly, all lift up. You're welcome to keep your hands on the blocks or on your hips. I just had a little mishap. It happens. If you fall down, come back up. If you can get your arms up and be back, that will stretch and deepen the pose for you. Breathe deep. It's a powerful pose. And on an exhale, let's come down. Bring your leg back. Just do any kind of movements here to release that work. Maybe some drawing forwards, reaching back, shaking your legs out, shaking your hips out. Any kind of wiggling that'll help you feel better before stepping the left foot forward. And then the right knee, slide it all the way back towards the corner of the wall so that the whole shin is flat, straight up against the wall behind you. Nice. Position your left heel under knee. Hands can stay on the blocks or the hips. Remember, the first action is the pressing the buttocks flush down, hip points up, lift through side ribs. The arms lifting are optional. As long as you're feeling that stretch through your quads, your hip flexors, you're doing it. Sometimes known as screaming pigeon, too, so it's a powerful pose. Come down. Did nice work. You're welcome to do any kind of movements that wiggle, drawing your chest forward and back, knees side to side. And then we'll come to standing again. Maybe through a down dog. Walk yourself forward, all the way up. So this time we're going to use the wall as balancing. You can just imagine I have a wall here that I can place my hand up against. Feet are parallel. We're going to bend our right knee and reach back. Option of rotating your arm outward and grabbing the inside, but traditionally it's done with reaching the outside of your ankle. Keep the knees together as you start to hinge from the hips. Now here's where your left hand may be very happy holding onto a wall. Your right foot needs to anchor down, lifting the inner and outer arches, drawing the kneecap up to not lock the knee, but lift the knee and press your quads back towards your femur bone. The hip points try to stay forward, so you squeeze your inner thighs in towards each other. Nice. Come down slowly. Keeping the knees together. You can release your arms and legs, shake things out. And I'm just turning around so I can do the other side. Left foot lifts, right hand, either hand position, and your right hand can hold the wall. Keep the knees glued together and in that same train, that same track, as you start to hinge from the hips forward in dancer pose. Not Taranjasana. Finding length from the crown of your head to your tailbone. Extending the back leg up. Find your strength through your standing leg, your right foot. Find lightness in that right foot to help you lift. Come up slowly and release, shake things out. And we're staying at the wall again here, just because it's easier than changing your mat over. I'm going to come into a downward facing dog at the wall. So walk your feet back till you can have your hips directly over your ankles, making an L shape as your hands press flat against the wall. Rotate your outer arms away from your ears, your biceps inward. Navel towards the spine, little lifting and lengthening of the ribs. Firmness through the legs. Then let's let go of the wall and gently come back. Do this same pose the opposite direction. So bring your feet up against the wall and walk your hands back directly under the ribs, under your hips. Press out Trying to draw navel to the spine in the same action of pressing the hips down and back. In the back. Draw your as is up, so you're reaching pubis up towards the ribs. Externally rotate outer arms away. Nice work. This can also be substituted for a full handstand if that's in your practice. Otherwise, this half handstand will build your strength and work you towards handstand eventually in your home practice. Now grab your ankles in child's pose and bring the crown of your head to the ground, lifting your hips up off your heels so you can release the mid-back in rabbit pose and come back down. From here, you can lie down on your back with your knees up, arms at your sides. Walk your heels in closer to your hips. Feet are a hip distance apart. Reach for the outer edges of your mat and grab them so that you can walk your shoulder blades together. Then as you lift your hips, walk your shoulder blades even more together and either stay grabbing the mat or if you can interlace your fingers behind you and do that. The point is just to get the shoulder blades so close they could break a pencil between them in the back. As you draw the inner thighs in towards each other like you are squeezing a block, lift the hips, maybe even lift your heels, lift the chest, lengthen your neck by drawing your chin away from the chest and bridge. And exhale, come down bone by bone with as much control coming down as you did coming up. And feel the effects of the pose. Breathe here. I'm not going to teach Urdhva Dhanurasana full wheel, but if it's in your home practice and you choose to do that instead of a second bridge, set yourself up for that now. Otherwise, we're all coming up the same way, lifting the hips and either continuing to grab the outside of our mats or interlace fingers. Shoulder blades walk together, lengthen the neck, lift through the chest. Activate your buttocks and your inner thighs. By activating the buttocks, I mean pressing buttocks flesh towards your feet. Lift navel in, lift heels, maybe. And vertebra by vertebra, bone by bone, lowering down. Taking a few breaths. And taking Apanasana by hugging knees in. They don't have to reach your chest. You can keep your sacrum pressed flat against the ground. So just as close to the chest as your knees come while your lower back is still down. And then we can set up for everyone's favorite restorative heart opener, Supta Baddha Konasana. Most people want this one block at the highest level and the second block at the mid-level, though different people, that's one you might need to experiment with a teacher for, or with your own practice for feeling what's most comfortable to you. You don't need a blanket over it, makes it a little more comfortable. Bolster is even more comfortable. But your head will rest on the higher block, and the lower block should be right at either the bra line or the mid-lumbar spine. And bring the soles of your feet together and your knees open apart. If your hips are tight, it's nice to have blocks under the knees as well, or you could tie a strap around your legs. Your palms should face up, so this is a shoulder opener too. You're rotating the palms up. And breathing here, feeling and concentrating on your heart center. Perhaps even visualizing the sun pouring golden light straight into your heart. The golden light of love and peace and joy. Just pouring into your heart, overflowing it, filling wider, more full than you ever imagined your heart could be. The heart will just keep expanding as the heart and the sun just keeps pouring more love down into this beautiful open chest. Stay here longer if you like. Just pause your video and stay, because this one's great to hold 5-10 minutes, longer even. But if you're on a time schedule and need to come up, we're going to move on to another little pranayama and meditation. So just find a comfortable seat, maybe on a blanket, maybe on a chair. Wrap and cross your arms over your chest, bringing your hands under your armpits where you can feel your lungs breathe behind your ribs. Close your eyes. Focus on feeling the action of breathing. And you may be able to detect your inhales and your exhales, when the lungs expand, when they contract. Maybe also which side is a little more used, the left side or the right side. If you can detect that, if that makes a difference, it seems like you're breathing a little more heavily out of the left or the right, try crossing the cross of your arms so that you have the opposite arm on top. Notice when you do that, that may switch the dominance of the left or the right side. Sometimes it doesn't, but sometimes the change of pressure will change the dominance. And that's something you can just sort of play with. You can switch the arm several times to feel that. Normally, we are breathing about 88 minutes when we're balanced on the left, through the left lung primarily. Then we have 2 to 3 minutes of equal use of the lungs before switching to another 88 minutes dominance through the right side. And we do that throughout the day. When we get imbalanced, though, we may not have those nice periods, and so maybe harder through the right or the left. So this is a practice for bringing that balance. Now for meditation, just bring your arms down after you've done a nice practice of that. And we'll focus on some affirmations of the Buddhist tradition of the loving kindness meditation. So after I give an affirmation, you can repeat it to yourself or change it as you yourself see fit. Say to yourself, may I be at ease. May I find peace. May I be well. May I be happy, truly happy. May I be healthy. May I be at peace. Repeat those words or similar words and just visualize feeling those and being with those for yourself. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be at peace and healthy and strong. And now bring to mind somebody that you love and think about sending some of that energy, some of those thoughts to someone you love dearly. May you be well. May you be happy, really happy. May you be at peace. May you find fulfillment and joy and wellness and health. Just fill your heart with love feelings to this person that you love. You might also draw your attention now to someone else you don't know as well, maybe a stranger, maybe someone you just sort of met in passing, and try to send some affirmations towards them too. May you be well. May you be happy, healthy, peaceful, at ease, healthy. So we'll continue to spread the love and joy. In an advanced practice, you might even think of someone who's challenging for yourself to love or care for, and try sending some affirmations that way. If you don't feel ready for that yet, if that doesn't feel natural, just return the affirmations to yourself to get you stronger, and do the advanced practice when you're ready. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May your heart be full of ease. May you be healthy, wise, strong. May you feel peace, really feel peaceful. And any other affirmations you want to send of love and kindness. Filling your heart with thoughts of this person or yourself. Breathing happily and freely. May you be well. May you be happy. And bring your hands together at your heart. Namaste. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold over. And thank you so kindly for sharing this practice with me today. Press your thumbs against your sternum against the thumbs. And I'll see you later.